Hello and welcome to another episode of Hustling for Gold. So after my last win, I'm now in the second round playing a new fresh-faced opponent for me to try and destroy. It started off pretty well, but not just yet. I mean, I had a real trouble at the start with the matchmaking service and I wasn't able to quite get the opponents that I wanted to, and perhaps that's, blame EA really for that. And they should have matched me up with someone a bit quicker. But can't fault them for everything. So I'm playing this guy and I'm checking out his team right here, and it's mainly silver, so I wasn't too worried. I mean, I was quite, I wasn't really sure how I should feel about the team because it was so sort of different to mine. Looked like quite a pacey squad. Not really sure whether or not I should have been too concerned, but I'm going to try my best anyway, as I usually do in these reviews. Try and destroy the man. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I certainly enjoyed playing this match. So we're starting off here, and I'm trying to do an early. My new thing is I don't like tramp goals, don't get me wrong, but I will try and score one early on if I can, because it helps me relax for the rest of the game. I feel like I've got a cushion that I can use to my advantage. I can just play how I want after that. I can just sort of take more risks and do sillier stuff, basically do the tricks that I want to do. And so it started off pretty well. I score in the first 5 minutes, and what I've taken out of this video, of course, is about 3 times where he paused and I had to wait the whole 30 seconds for him to manage to get back in to the match, or whatever he was doing, cracking one out or whatever. So yeah, basically I had to just wait for him for a good minute and a half, and I don't like that. That really annoys me when people pause. And I understand sometimes it can be an important thing that you're doing, but I was not in the mood this time. I was just thinking, for goodness sake, just get on with it. I've scored in the first. I think he was sort of contemplating quitting in the first 5 minutes. I'm not sure how that works in Ultimate Team, but it is the second round, so I was expecting him to do well. This is the second round of the Advanced Cup, of course, with my current team. So yeah, and there I am with a little scoop pass, and Torres follows it in with the heads. Not one of my best goals, but I'd say the delivery of the pass was nice. I was actually trying to score that with the scoop pass from Demba Ba. I didn't know if he could do that particular move. Can everybody do that in FIFA? Because I'm not sure I've seen anybody not be able to do either that or the Rabona. So if you could let me know, that would be pretty cool, because then I would try and do it with all kind of players. So yeah, he's trying to cross the ball here. It's not going to work, let's be honest. I'm going to try and header clear all the time. I've played so many people that try and cross the ball in, and it is really annoying when you get a header. Unfortunately, you can't avoid it all the time. As I showed earlier on, I managed to score through a header, and I'm sure he wasn't too pleased about that either. So cracking on here with my informed team, and there's not much really I can do with it at the moment. I'm trying to keep it as cool as I can, with players that not many people use, maybe trying to keep it a bit unorthodox and try and surprise people with the players I choose and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys really enjoy it, because I could have players that I really want. Well, not that I really want, that sounds bad, because I hate this team. No, I just I could potentially do the usual FIFA jobby and pick the best players in the division, but I've decided, this team is good for me, and I like the players in this squad. Apart from Torres, sometimes he does annoy me, and Demba Ba's left foot is basically non-existent in this game. But so my team's pretty much exactly the same from last episode, apart from I think I've upgraded their fitness. I think, I'm not really sure. Well, it doesn't look like it with Torres there. He looks a bit knackered. But yeah, there's not much else I can say about the team, other than I'm tempted, after winning this advanced cup, to pick a new team, and I'm tempted to go Bundesliga and try and do like an informed Bundesliga squad, because I've never done a team other than a Premier League squad, apart from I did a Brazilian sort of silver squad with Maicon Liete and stuff, but that wasn't really my cup of tea. And I think I'd like to try some of the German players, well, not just German obviously, but players that are in the Bundesliga, Kagawa and Ribery, Gomez up front. I hear he's an absolute tank. He's a bit sort of like what Drogba was in FIFA 11. So really looking forward to trying out some of that. And he does he does pull one back, which was surprising. Sorry, I should have been up there with that, commentating on how well he scored that goal. It was all right. It was an all right goal. But, me getting caught offside again. He had a surprising squad. I mean, at the back he had Thiago Silva, who, as we all know, is one of the best defenders in this game. And he definitely benefits his squad. But you're about to see something in a minute that I'm not so sure. I don't know why he does it, but we'll have a little chat about that in a minute. I'll talk about it when I come to it. This review's pretty much, it's not really a review, it's commentary, but it's pretty much like the last one. I'm just trying to win this Advanced Cup, trying to progress to the next round, and cheeky little through ball there to Torres using his pace, and there he goes, taking me out with Thiago Silva, and this is the moment I was talking about, and I would like to ask everyone that plays FIFA, in that situation, you've got someone running away from you, do you take them out to avoid the goal? Now, make up your mind before I take this free kick, please, because this could happen. I guess this could happen to you. Someone scores a free kick straight after. Now, it's not as drastic as a penalty, and I guess you've got more chance that your opponent will miss the free kick than the penalty. But here I score it, and I really make like a big deal. Well, I try and make sure I score those when they get a player sent off or a booking on the edge of the box, because it sort of sets the tone. Like, just because you've had a player sent off and you're not stopping me from that goal scoring opportunity that I've earned through my play. So even when they get a player sent off, even if it's unrightfully sent off, I think in that case he probably should have been sent off. I was the last man there, was through on goal. I was denied a goal scoring opportunity that I should have definitely got that free kick, and he should have got sent off. But sometimes, maybe they don't deserve it, but you've got to make them pay, I think, in those situations, to make them realise that, if they give you any more of those, they're in trouble. It makes them worry. I think it really makes them worry about whether or not they can tackle you. They dare slide in on the edge of the box, because then in the back of their mind, they're sort of like, holy shit, this guy, if he gets a free kick on the edge of the box, he's going to score. And so I'm not, I try and score them. I can't score them all the time. Did everybody at the beginning of FIFA use that KSI move, or we used to call it the KSI, where you do the little layoff pass? I missed twice there and get it on the third attempt with a nice little skill run as well. So, well, not nice, but it was not too bad. Beat a few players with Denver Bar, and in the end managed to get it in. For a second, when you play FIFA and you hit the bar like twice or three times, and you get like 1 or 2 rebounds, you do think the game is just messing with you. It is scripted, I think, because sometimes it's just like, come on FIFA, help me out here, mate. But another really good thing I think in this match was just the quantity of goals. He did get a player sent off, but I don't feel like you should give anybody any sympathy or play worse if you're there to win, aren't you? And it's their fault for getting somebody sent off. They don't have to go lunging in like that. And I only sympathise for people when they don't deserve it. If you don't deserve to get a player sent off, and that's too bad. But whether or not I'd play less aggressively or less wanting to win, I don't think I would. I really don't think I would. So in lieu of this game, I've just watched. Well, not just watched. It was yesterday. There was Chelsea Barcelona on TV, so I'm sure everybody's still the banter's still strong for that. And talking about the match, well, Busquets missed right at the end. I'm sure that's on a lot of people's minds. The cheater that is Sergio Busquets, and for me it was quite nice to see him miss that one. I think not only because I wanted Chelsea to win, because I'm English and I support an English club in the later rounds. No matter what, I always want the English clubs to do well. I think that's probably different if you're like a Man United fan and it was Man City or any other rivalry. I don't know. I can't think of any two that are really that good. Chelsea and Arsenal, I guess that's kind of close-ish. A lot of people on Twitter saying, that when they go to the new camp, well, when Chelsea go to the new camp, that the same thing will happen that will happen with Arsenal. I'm not so sure. I think Chelsea are probably a bit better defensively, and they were really organised at the back in that match and stayed really compact in midfield, which helped them to that 1-0 victory where they managed to sort of close Barcelona out, I thought. and restricted some of their amazing talent. Obviously, Messi, no one's denying that they've got some of the best players in the world, probably the best squad we've seen in the last couple of years. Definitely in the last sort of, I don't know, 8 or 9 years, I'd say that's probably the best squad I've seen. Probably the most dominant as well. The one that's, I think I've heard some sort of crazy statistic, like they've conceded, I think they conceded about 2 or 3 goals in the Champions League, and that was against AC Milan in the group stage, and then in the quarterfinals. But that was something like 3 goals in the whole. That's the most they've conceded to anyone, or something like that. So that's crazy. To only have conceded about 3 goals as the most. But so that's a big match. Obviously, Drogba was on form again. I thought he did pretty well. Diving though, I would say he had a bit of a dive fest, didn't he? Really, a bit of an acting job. But not to say that Busquets wouldn't have done it as well, or anybody else on that squad. I'd say there are some fair players in both squads, but Drogba he took the biscuit that night with the diving. It was ridiculous. Some of it, I mean, he was always on the floor. I couldn't look away and then look back, and he wasn't on the floor or complaining or something, which got a bit frustrating for me. But it just shows you, he's not too old. He can come back to life, and when he's on form, the dude is almost unplayable. He still gets in great positions, even though he's a bit older now, maybe not as fast. And he's amazing. Like, still, he's so good. His rating in FIFA not as good as it used to be, but still a tank in FIFA as well. Also, in that match, I thought Messi was a little bit under par. He made some really good runs. Obviously, there was a couple of times, but a lot of blocked shots in that match. Chelsea really getting bodies in front of the Barcelona players at the edge of the box, which I thought was really good. And so that's another thing. 7 goals now, 7-1. I digress. So here I am, still trying to score more goals. At this point in the match, I'm not really trying to go for quantity. I'm just trying to just have fun, really. I'm enjoying this match. Obviously, I'm winning, and just making sure that I have a few silly shots and try and do something entertaining, which I kind of failed to do. I didn't score really miraculously good goals, which is a bit of a shame, considering he's a man down and probably had a worse team. I probably should have done a bit better. So I want to pose the question: what leagues have good players in Ultimate Team? Because I really want to make a new team, and when I'm done with this Advanced Cup, I think I will sell my current team and try and make a brand new one and do different cups with different leagues and different players and stuff. Because there must be some proper banging players out there, I reckon. Some really good ones that I don't know about, and I'm sure people would love to see. So let me know about that. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why I'm influenced to choose a Bayern Munich. Well, not a Bayern Munich solely, but a Bundesliga side. And it was pretty much watching Bayern Munich beat Real Madrid the other day. And hang on, I'll go into it here. But it's just Ribery, man. I've always been a Ribery fan, and I did think he was a bit theatrical on this match. But it's nothing that Real Madrid aren't capable of as well, and they've just got quality Bayern, haven't they? They've got Robben on the wing and Ribery. That's such a fierce duo on the wing, and Ribery definitely hit that first goal really nicely. Got a nice clean contact on the ball. There was a few, I think, people shouting for offside. Maybe he got in the way of Casillas. Casillas might not have been able to see, but I'm not really fussed with that. I think it was pretty much a legitimate goal, and I don't think there was any infringement when that happened. And just watching here, he does get a goal back, 7-2 now. So I'm a little bit cacking my pants, but not awfully. And 7-2, man. I'm not too worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just messing around now, doing a few skills, and I try and finesse one in. I heard someone say finessing is newbie the other day. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think it depends how you're trying to play. If you're trying to, there's some instances from outside the box where you've gone on a skill run, let's say, and you just want to finish. You just want to finish the ball. And I mean, maybe extra points for not using finesse shot. But at the same time, if you've done like an epic skill run, you don't want to chance it, really, do you? If you've done a load of cool stuff, why mess it up with with just a power shot? So yeah, I think this match is really sort of, I don't know, this is probably the best match. Well, not the best match, but a very entertaining match for me, especially. There I am just messing around, doing a little rainbow flick. Yeah, it's not the best match I've ever played, but the guy, did get a player sent off, so I can't really complain. It was an easy route to the semi-final now, which we're in. We're in the semi-final, guys. We're on point to take home the title, which belongs in our very, very empty cabinet. And yeah, to just bring home more titles in the future. But to do that, I really need a silver squad and I really need a bronze squad, because the competitions are always changing, and I do want to do things other than just the advanced gold cup and win that 1 billion times or whatever. But yeah, just trying to think about who I should be, and perhaps I could get some input on who you'd like to see as well. So yeah, looking forward to the next Chelsea and Barcelona game also, and I'm sure everybody is hyped, and it will be difficult for Chelsea, I think, in the next round. But at the same time, they did well at Stamford Bridge, and nobody expected them to do that well there either. So I think it's going to be a really good semi-final, and the Bayern Munich Real Madrid one is setting itself up to be an absolute brutal semi-final as well. So I'm really going to enjoy those. Looking forward to it. And coming to the end of the video, guys, 9-2 as you see there, 11 goal match. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz, and tune in next time for more hustling for goal.